Hello, my name is Shafer. There are more than 1 billion people in the world today who do not have access to clean water. Within the next 20 years, the average water supply per person will decrease by 33%. This is not only a worldwide international problem, but it is also a problem in the United States. The Ogallala Aquifer, which is the United States' #1 water source, is currently declining at a catastrophic rate. Reverse osmosis may be the answer to this problem. Reverse osmosis is a method of forcing water across a semi-permeable membrane by means of water pressure. The product that passes through the membrane is clean water, while the retained material consists in contaminants. Reverse osmosis is capable of transforming salt water into drinking water, but it can also be costly at times. As a civil engineer, I've taken many water treatment courses, and I feel that I have knowledgeable expertise over this subject, and I feel that the world's water problem is a huge problem. Therefore, by informing you how reverse osmosis works, its advantages and disadvantages, I hope you will determine whether reverse osmosis is the answer to this world's problem. It's been around for over 50 years. It was developed at UCLA in 1957 by a professor and 2 students. The membrane was capable of passing fresh water and rejecting salt. Now I'll show you how the system works. First, a feed water source comes through the system under pressure, usually by a pump, and is divided into 2 flows. One flow, which contains the contaminants, goes through the waste to the drain. The other flow goes through the membrane. The membrane cleans the water, and very small amount of contaminants are left, and the water is then forced through the storage tank. Reverse osmosis has many positive aspects that make it an appealing water system. Ashkelon reverse osmosis plant in the Mediterranean Sea provides a clean water source for approximately 850,000 people in the Mediterranean area. Coastal regions in the United States are also turning to reverse osmosis because there are large amounts of salt in the groundwater due to the location. The world might have to rely on reverse osmosis in the future due to the lack of groundwater and the large amount of salt water that is available. Reverse osmosis is also a valuable way to treat wastewater. Power plants often use reverse osmosis to treat water for boiler processes. Wastewater treatment plants sometimes use reverse osmosis as a pre-treatment system so that the water becomes cleaner and cuts down the operating cost of the total system. However, reverse osmosis also has its disadvantages. It can be costly to operate due to the requirement of a pump. The energy required by the pump usually goes up due to the membrane accumulating buildup. Once the membrane fouls, the water pressure that it takes to force the water across becomes higher, and so the pump has to work harder, which causes the operating costs to raise. Another disadvantage is that there's a very small amount of water that actually passes through the membrane. The rest, which is usually about 95% of the water, collects towards the waste drain. So, reverse osmosis may be the answer to the world's diminishing water source problems. although it may be costly, the benefits might outweigh the disadvantages. By informing you all these pros and cons, I hope you now have all the information you need to determine whether reverse osmosis is the answer to this problem. Thank you very much.